Hello, I'm Nainoa. I am co-captain for TeamWestside Airsoft. And
my name is Luke. I'm the leader and the captain of Team Westside. I would just like to give a shout out to Hawaii Real Studios. Sorry. Shout out to my father-in-law for getting me into the airsoft scene and the SpeedQB aspect of the sport.
My name is Ash, short for SNR. I'm a co-captain of the team. Just want to shout out to my uncle. Thank you so much for letting me being able to get this chance to play airsoft. If I didn't, and it wasn't for him, then I wouldn't be here.
Hello, my name is Christian. I am captain of Team Westside Airsoft. I am the supply and demand captain. I'll do my shoutouts later because it's a really long list.
okay, so starting off, I kind of just want to talk about all the roles we have and some of the things that we do have as a team. So like Christian said, he's the supplies. So all our airsoft essentials is mainly from him. We do have people that recruit. That captain couldn't be here with us today. We have a captain that does sponsorship, partnerships, and I'm practically the one that communicates with a lot more of the team members, the other captains. Any ideas that come through me, and if I think it's a good idea, I bring it out to Luke.
Pretty much my role is like all the social media aspect of everything, taking care of our Instagram page, our YouTube channel, trying to reach out to other teams, just to get some like tips and tricks on how the SpeedQB aspect of everything is. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into SpeedQB and trying to maintain a team. Some people think it's easy, but in the inside scoop of everything, it takes a lot of time and it requires a lot of effort to coverage everything of your team and touch base with everyone.
Me, I just keep everyone in check. Any tips they need to know, any tactics they need to know, I just tell them what they need to do, whatever spots they need to go into, whatever place they need to know. Basically, he keeps the plays, and I just go over it with other members. Most of my tactics that I use is from IMC. I used to play with them when they were called Ambush. I also like to shout out to them because they let me in I was part of them, even though I wasn't. I picked up tips from them, and I picked up all the tricks. So anything I learned was all from them. I just want to thank them for that.
For my role with team is to get all the best upgrades, parts, internals, and even the externals. Basically, with me being around the airsoft game for 14 to nearly 16 years, and being in and out of Razor Sports, E-Power, Power Edge, being around my brother, who I'll shout out later. Basically, I know most of the inside scoops with speed motors and even inner barrels, type of buckings, different types of nubs, even types of different speed triggers, and even basically as soon as Polar Stars came into the game, I had to rework that magic around, because Polar Stars is not like AEG or not even like GBB, but with HPA it's a totally different game because it combines the two and allows to have a quicker response time, have much more better accuracy. Basically, it's like a cutting edge of paintball and airsoft in the mix.
Just to speak on that, SpeedQB is a really challenging sport. It requires you to have a lot of mobility, a lot of awareness, and you really got to have trust in your team, your teammates around that revolve around you. A lot of communication goes into it. A lot of things that go down in the field. It gets rough out there. You win some, you lose some, but whatever it takes to get the dub on the field, you got to put your heart out there and play as hard as you can. Be competitive out there. We're kind of still new to the SpeedQB scene. We're trying to build our team to get it known out there, get our name out there, and gather respect from everybody. We're just trying to compete out here, trying to be the best of the best that we can, and do it all for the island. Make SpeedQB global in Hawaii, because that'll be a good start for everyone.
Yes, and I agree, because with the SpeedQB community in Hawaii, it's not just about team versus team, because in the end of it all, we come together like family. And here's where my shout out comes from, is the fact that my family, when ePower first opened up, my family, they've been going to Ernie for a really long time for like the Taiwan JDM upgrades inside their weapons with Tokyo Marui, Maple Leaf, Cow, even Airsoft Masterpiece. Another big shout out I want to give out to is to my brothers in Usual Suspect. The leader, Carlos, me and him been brothers for almost 15 years. And, you know, ever since me, I was the off and on type of guy. He was basically, you know, there for me when he was in like T1808, Zodiac Killers. But I left when he went into Zodiac Killers for my own personal reasons. But when I came back to the scene, you know, Carlos, he's been nothing but helpful. My other brothers, Clint and Dylan, they've been in my life for 13, 12 years. And, you know, it's such a blessing to go back to a community where, you know, I'm welcome back, and, you know, there's no beef, and, you know, we can just all get along and get together. And my other two brothers, Twisty and Crispy, oh my goodness. They basically know my Uncle Edwin them, who's been playing paintball since 2004. And they know like all the OG teams like Team Accelerate, Brothers Paintball, and even Bellows, even the Marine Corps base out there. So basically I have a really long list of like people that I give my shout out to, because like I said, you know, I'm very close with this community, and to help out the younger generation to understand what the OGs wanted to bring up, it makes me feel warm to know that, you know, a lot of these youngsters, they come into Airsoft, and, you know, a lot of the older guys like me, Carlos, Twispy, Crispy, Dylan, Clint, even Yobo, and even my brothers here, Nye, Luke, SNR, Blitz, and KTK, to help the younger generation understand what Airsoft, what it means to be in an Airsoft family. And what I usually see on this field is it's not team versus team. It's just family fun times, making memories, and just getting along and helping each other with our builds. And that's where my role as a supply and demand come from.
Pretty much what he's talking about. I respect everything that he's saying, and that's all completely true. On the field, we're battling out, we're competing out here. But off the field, we're all family here. Our motto on the team is friends to family. We all grow together as one, and we just try to keep growing and become more, you know, of a name out there, and just branch out to other teams. So Airsoft, there's different things with SpeedQB and Airsoft. Airsoft is more of like a casual play. You know, you see more of the milsim guys out and grabbing like the gas blowbacks.
Yeah.
There's a very like different play style also, and equipment and weapons and stuff. You got the SpeedQB players with Polar Stars, high capos, aka pistols, with the speed triggers and stuff. Like you see a lot. You can see the different play styles and stuff. They're all very competitive. Both sides of the sport is very competitive, but the milsim aspect of it, it's basically like regular type of military play. They treat it like the whole gear, the armor plate, and sometimes night vision goggles. That's something you don't see every day.
I used to be one of them.
Hey, we all been there. But like milsim, you gotta respect the milsim guys out there, because they sometimes put on a show. All you just seen is grenades and people just slinging BBs out there. SpeedQB is just running and gunning. He's just running out there and hoping to hit somebody if you don't know where he's shooting. But, yeah, I've been on both sides, SpeedQB and milsim. I started off on the milsim side, and then I gradually worked over to the SpeedQB scene. This guy named Gavin from IMC, he got me into the SpeedQB era. He got me set up with my first ICAPA, what HPA stuff to get. And that stick mag that you see on the table over there, that's from Gavin himself. So shout out to you, bro. if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to be in the sport as of right now.
I just want to kind of add on to like what Luke was saying, like about us on the field, we're being very competitive and stuff like that. But when we're out off the field, when we're just, having like time like this, we're not even suited up. You know what I mean? Like if you see us like, go out onto the field, we're not like suited up like this. We're like, so like outside the field, we're like, like Luke said, we're family, we always got each other's back. And, when we did go into all this airsoft thing, we actually started off with not having a lot. A lot of us started off with, using the rentals, using, all these things that, people think like, oh, I can go over there and I can buy the $500 gun on the wall and think it's going to be easy to use. But like most people don't understand that most of those guns that was seen on the wall at HEP or Dogs of War is not usually guns that, your first time going out, you're going to be able to use. It's mainly for like guys that's been in like Luke, Carlos, SNR, me, and practically everybody on our team and then the other teams. Those are the guns that we would be using. But yeah, like what Luke said, like when we're off the field, like most of the time when we're off the field, we don't really even talk about airsoft. We always check up on each other, see how everyone's doing. We do meetings with each other. Most of the time the meetings aren't really even meetings. It's just for all of us to get together and be like,
catch up on some things.
Yeah, see how everybody's doing and be like, hey guys, so what you guys been up to? Is everything okay? And I'm glad that I did meet Luke, and he brought me into this airsoft, and for the fact that he didn't really even know me, and like I joined the team and he's like, oh, you're one of my captains now. And I want to actually thank Luke for a lot of the things that he's done for me since I've been able to come onto the airsoft field and even outside of the airsoft field and became family with him.
Yeah, a lot of the people that's on the team, we all grew with each other over the past couple months, days, or even years. Our bond is really close. Like, I get emotional. Getting really emotional when you said that. Man. But yeah, like Nye, he's my brother, man. It's like, as soon as I seen him come out, because his first day coming out to airsoft, it was on my birthday. And from that moment on, I was in my mind, I was thinking like, this guy would be a good captain. And then after that, I was in my mind thinking the next day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make him a captain. And like, it's just all out of trust. Because before I made him a captain, honestly, we didn't really know each other for that long. But it's just the fact that, you just gotta have that bond, that gut feeling inside that, one day it's gonna be your brother. And it's true. It's my brother since day one, man. All these guys too. Even Christian and SNR, these guys are my brothers.
Yep. So our slogan is just friends to family. When I got recruited, it was just on like a random day. I was just chilling in my house. I was about to go to the field again to like buy some BBs. But I also got a message on my Instagram from the TeamWestside page saying, hey, are you in any group? And I was just shocked. I wasn't expecting much, but I was like, no, I wasn't. And then they offered to join. Then fast forward, when I did join, I met Luke. Then I met Nye. They knew like something was up with me, and there was, because I wasn't really comfortable opening up. But I eventually did. They made me feel like I was like part of them, like I was blood to them. Nothing felt more heartwarming than that, to be honest. Oh, sorry. But,
Okay, bro.
but yeah, this gun right here, built by Luke. I started off with like, everything is just all set. It was just
a gun.
Yeah, it was just a gun. Then Luke offered like, hey, do you want something like more than this? I was like, what do you mean? Like, I could just switch out this and all kinds of stuff. I didn't even know what he was talking about. Like, I didn't know about much, but he just informed me like what he was gonna do. So I just trusted him. I gave him my gun. He gave it back. I tried it out. I was like, bro, what did you do? He's like, don't worry about it.
Can't
He's
tell
like,
secrets.
It's like, it's a gift. It's a gift. I accepted that gift. And all of him, I've been just like representing this team. I've been carrying out this name, carrying out the slogan, friends to family. Anyone on the field, they're family. And when off the field, they're still my family. I would treat you like a friend, but by heart, family.
Yeah, even adding more to that, friends to family. Speaking of which, like I said, Mr. 2004 over here. Yeah, when I picked up in the paintball scene at first, my uncle took me out, and Brothers Paintball was running a tag at Nimitz, and basically speaking, there was a lot of people there. And I didn't know much until, my uncle walked over, started, shaking hands with everybody, not knowing that, wow, like my uncle knows everybody, So I kind of took that aspect, and I kind of said to myself, you know what, I should be more like that one day, because a player who causes drama, toxicity, and says things out of the ordinary just to have bad intentions, basically speaking, like that would be more of a stranger. But luckily we didn't have that. Luckily we didn't have that, because let me tell you, with Tag, Bellows, and the Marine Corps base, and even Hawaii Extreme Paintball Complex and Dogs of War and stuff, over the years and times, I've basically made a lot of friends. And then next thing I know, the more I came back, they were just introducing me as family. The biggest one is, I remember when I first walked to Dogs of War, believe it or not, the very first place, it was called Kapolei Airsoft. And I was only about 11, 12 years old at the time. And I said, wow, I can't believe it, Then sure enough, when Kapolei Airsoft shut down many years later, it became OPAC. OPAC became to Dogs of War. So it's like, man, I got history here,
3 different generations, man.
Yeah, 3 different generations, because think about it, and that's where Carlos comes in, because, back in high school, me and him, we were friends. And the next thing I know, as I got to meet Mom, Dad, and Ricardo, his little brother, basically speaking, they made me family, and I didn't expect Carlos to, just welcome me open arms like that. And then my family did the same thing. And that's where the slogan, it's not just in Airsoft, it's just in everyday life, friends to family, and,
Carry that quote down for life.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I said, Carlos, he's been in my life for close to 15 years. And, as I went back to OPAC, remove this face mask, says, how you been? And I'm just like, whoa, what the? And then I go back to many years later, coming out of retirement, Carlos looks at me, he's just like, Christian, whoa, no way. And then sure enough, he's introducing me to Usual Suspects, and I'm like, wait a minute, Clint? And Clint's like, oh, I never see you a long time. And then Dylan, and then after that comes out of nowhere, here comes our other friend, I forget his name, but trying to remember his name, sorry. Like Luke said, three different generations.
Man, you gotta lose track of names.
But yeah, I mean, with the different types of fields, I mean, I've seen it all go down, and then after I seen it pick back up, it's just left and right, yeah. And it's not keeping that consistency,
Yeah. So we have there's a lot of different fields, but the ones that I can come up with the top of my head right now would be, Dogs of War. Dogs of War is more of a casual field. There's Milsim, Speedsofters. You get the whole genre of different airsofters. They offer a lot. They have Shanty, Grasslands. Grasslands are your more open field. Shanty is more of your CQB aspect gameplay. They have their own pro shop, tech shop, whatever you really need to start off in the beginner side of Airsoft. They pretty much have whatever you need. There's Extreme Sports Complex. Paintball and Airsoft, though, they do. They're more off towards the paintball side, but they do offer places where you can go for Airsoft at HEP. there's those two businesses in the field alone. They have very different, like they have different vibes. Like Dogs of War, they more have like the more casual, and then you got Extreme. You got more of the aggressive, competitive players, because that's really where on Sundays they go to play Speed. It goes down there. It goes really down. It still goes down there, man. There's a lot of things where everybody can learn. Like if you need any tips, I just say go to Usual. Usual is the most experienced out there. A lot of things goes down. Like those Speed Soft things, a lot of things, a lot of good stuff that you can get from those moments. You can just build upon your friendship, meet new people. There's always new people coming to the scene of Airsoft in general and SpeedQB. There's a lot of things that goes down in the sport, but it's an amazing feeling because you get to meet all sorts of different people. The sport is everywhere. It's all the way from the States all the way out of the States. It's pretty much global, but Hawaii alone isn't really too big. IMC and Usual went up to a tournament. I think it was December last year.
Yeah, December.
They did really good for their first tournament. I was very surprised, and you could see the different level of competition versus Hawaii and versus the mainland. It's totally different. Like mainland guys, it's a hard hitting group. You're just gonna see just BBs all over the place. Hawaii, we got to battle the outside. We got to battle the wind, the dust, everything. It's not the same like in indoors because the mainland offers indoors. Hawaii only offers outdoors. So there's a big play difference when it comes to the SpeedQB aspect in Hawaii. There's a lot of things that you guys got to battle, like I said, with the dirt and the wind. And
that's where the upgrades come important, like with the 6.00, 6.01 barrels, harder buckings.
You really got to get certain parts, for the rifles or high capos in order to just float perfectly in the wind, because this wind, man, is crazy.
Especially at Dogs of War. Remember that one time?
Yeah, BBs can just look straight at you, but they just winged somewhere else.
You think you dodged it, but you didn't.
And sometimes you might shoot somebody and you actually got the kill way on the other side of the bunker. You might not know, but I think I got him.
Accidentally shoot the ref. The wind just picks up.
Ow. So we have other teams on the island. We have IMC, aka Mortal Crew. They're a really good team. A lot of things you can learn from them. They're a young group. But they have a lot of knowledge in the SpeedQB world, a lot of knowledge. The other team is Usual Suspects. They're an OG team of the SpeedQB world in Hawaii. They've been around forever, and when I mean forever, like 3 generations forever.
Hey, take it easy.
But from them too, you can learn a lot. Even Carlos knows a lot about airsoft and builds. I kind of learned from him from certain stuff of what to put in a Polar Star, what parts to get. Same for Christian. Christian is trying to get the same stuff from Carlos. I've been down that route too. Our team too. We're a very young team, but we have the passion and we're driven to win.
With some very young members too.
Yeah, we got some very young members. There's Rugrats. That's my family-based team. That's my second team. That's my home team, basically. That's where I started off everything. A lot of good moments, a lot of bad moments, because we didn't know what we were doing. On top of Rugrats, it was like our first ever team that I tried doing and start. It's still moving. It's moving at a good pace. But shout out to everybody that was on Rugrats though. That was like a big part of my Airsoft SpeedQB career. That's where everything took off. And the other team is Kilowatts. They're a young team. They're like almost around us, pretty much. We're a very young team. They're still starting off in the SpeedQB era. But just expect a lot of good things from Kilowatts. Still building, of course, every team, even IMC and Usual, and us too. Yeah. We're all still building. There's nothing that you can't learn in this world. You can always keep on learning.
Yeah, and as it says, like friends to family, you know what I mean? Like, just take it back. Just take it back to like back in like 2010. Help each other with each other's builds.
Yeah, man. Back then, it used to be just straight out of builds. You're just helping everybody. The community was very different back in those times, but now it's like some people are starting, to go their separate ways. It's not the same type of vibe and how it used to be.
Because like one third retired, 1/3 is there, but the 1/3 it's off and on.
Yeah, it's like a lot of off and on things for each team. But hey, don't mistake nobody's talent on a team.
Oh yeah, of course.
There's always someone. There's always a team out there that'll be better than you, no matter what. It's just how you choose to build upon that experience. You win some, you lose some.
No, and kind of to add on to what our team is, it's kind of like a local team. Well, of course, a local team, but like a team mainly that started off, like I said earlier, we started off, not having a lot. We started off with only having, like 4 or 5 guys on the team.
Yeah, that was like my second generation of team.
Yeah, second generation.
Third right now. Christian is a part of the third generation.
Oh, bro, I think everything for you, Christian, is third generation.
That's a big mango tree.
No, but like I said, like when I joined, I was in the second generation, and then it split, and then it carried on to the third generation, which is when I became, I'm really the second in command. I'm like right under Luke, and when he brought me into this, I didn't expect anything like that, kind of like, I didn't want, I'm not saying I'm not grateful for it, I am grateful, but I wasn't expecting, to be like, hey, Nye, you down to be a captain? And, like when I first joined the team, I was already starting to make plays and, talk about fundraising. And I was doing this with no knowledge of Airsoft, no knowledge of, any of my members.
It's just heart and dedication. That's pretty much where it lies at.
Pretty much, yeah. And I came in and when I came in, everything to me was about business, how are we going to build money to get everyone upgraded, how are we going to do all of this so that we can, get any kind of sponsorship, partnerships, That's another role I carry is I also try to get a hold of anybody that is willing to do sponsorship, partnership with us. But yeah, like a part of our team, we came a long way.
Yeah,
we came a very long way.
Came a very long way.
No matter how young we are, bro, we came a very, very long way.
I started TeamWestside when I was 17. And even though I'm 18 now, I feel like I've been here for like 20 years.
That's a big mango tree outside, let me tell you.
But yeah, it's like, 3 generations of people just coming and going. There's a lot of people that left for many different reasons. They're trying out something new because our team was more of the beginning, the very, very beginning stages of just trying to grow. And there was, at the time, other teams were opening up, different competition. You got to compete. You got to compete on the field, and you got to compete in like the business aspect of your team, pretty much managing everything and stuff.
You kind of just want to like, it's not because they were like, oh, we don't want to be on this team because they're not giving me what I want. They got to also think about themselves. They got to be like, okay, so this team is offering me this, but the team I'm on isn't offering me anything, or not offering me this one thing, So it does come a very long way, Like, it does take a lot, It takes a lot of trust in your team, especially with Airsoft, you know what I mean? Like, we're not just gonna go out Airsoft and be like, I have no trust in any of, my brothers in arms over here, and be like, you gotta trust everyone on your team, everyone, that's even affiliated with your team, or anyone, even on the field, you gotta trust your opponents too, Yeah. Just because you don't know what, they can do, you just gotta have trust in everybody around.
Yeah, having trust in your teammates on the field, it plays a big role in SpeedQB. A lot of communication goes down. There's people that'll be yelling whatever the names are for the bunkers. All you're gonna hear is just yelling and screaming.
You just gotta guess it sometimes.
You just gotta guess it. There's some people that don't even know what the call-outs are, but hey, if you just describe what the building looks like, We'll picture it in our mind. We're gonna keep on trying to,
No matter how many
that guy?
times we gotta go back. Okay, this is where they called out last round.
I mean, that's a half a bottle of BBs, I can tell you.
BBs alone, man. You gotta spend like $200 to get a good day of airsoft.
Depends on how fast that
Hey, you're just
happy that guy is.
You're just trying to disintegrate the barrier.
Just trying to build a hole in the barrier.
But yeah, no, but I mean, like what everybody is saying here today is that the trust is the number one thing. Cause I mean, like I said, I mean, you know, over the years of playing airsoft for how long, you know, going to like E-Power, going to Carlos, going to like when he was open, by the way. I forget the name of the shop was Omega Airsoft Shop in OPAC. And honestly, like, you know, when I had Carlos, when I had Ernie, when I had Gabe, you know, like those were the three that I could trust, you know, and it was like, wow, you know, basically like they're gonna help me with this, that. Every build that I had, every single time puts out maximum performance. And with the new generation, speaking of which, when I first had my Polar Star in 2016, 2017, that's when I was like, oh wow, you know, I finally have a Polar Star. And then sure enough, I only played for a month. And then personal things came up, and I was part of the 1/3 that was like, okay, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Aloha.
Then all of a sudden, you know, when I came back, you know, I started up again. And then now that I'm in Team Westside, now that I'm 100% back in the game permanently, it's like now I can just pick out bat. But again, with the new generation, a lot of like marketings for different types of parts and different type of companies is coming out, and I'm like, whoa. Basically, and don't get me wrong, because like I said, you know, like you got the hop up units, inner barrels, bucking, patches, nubs, and then even for more power on the Polar Stars, you got different types of nozzles that puts out from 280 to almost like a whopping like 600 FPS, and
The possibilities are endless.
and you know, that's why I really love to build my next gun, which, by the way, yes, my, as my brother said here, like a $1,400. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that trust is there, because you know, like you can build a high kappa, you can build a Polar Star, an AEG, or GBB. Possibilities are really endless.
Yeah, when it comes to Polar Stars, man, it's like when you honestly, not even only Polar Stars, anything that's compatible for any build, Polar Stars, like Kappas, AEGs, like everyone is saying here, possibilities are endless. But whatever you build, that's basically what's a part of you, because you're kind of designing a gun that's in your mind and what you want, you know. You can say that, hey, I built that gun and I took the time and effort, you know, to get those parts and drop it on your gun. There's a lot of different, you know, things going on with the builds. The front one over there is a Polar Star Jack. It's more of like a casual play, you know. Casual play guns, so that way you can, you know, conserve on BBs and air, because air and BBs plays a big role. It's like a nice $60.
$60. I think that's a little bit more than $60.
Yeah, but some people just be spraying that.
Yeah, some people be spraying. That's how you know they got money. They gotta save some money out there.
Shoot one BB.
You right there. Come here.
Come close.
Buy this for me.
Two. Shoot one BB. That's a whole $20.
Sometimes I just want to pick up the BBs on the ground.
Yeah, that's a big mistake, because you're gonna crack the internals, and next thing you know, right to E-Power or Carlos.
The last thing you need here is
What happened there?
The other Polar Star is another Polar Star Jack. That one is my favorite all-time personal build. And like, there's more to come to that build. We got a tracer on it. We got a new upper receiver and a rail, speed trigger. I'm not finished yet. Possibilities are endless.
Just name it. He has it. Just name it. He has it. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. I'll have it. Just look at SNRs, Bill. Another SSG1 stock.
Because you built it.
The amount of stuff I have, man. You would, yeah. Too much containers full of airsoft stuff. I got like 4 of them, and that's not even the one that's in my closet.
Jeez, you can build like 15 more, man.
15 more, man. You can never stop buying stuff for airsoft.
Yeah.
Like, wait, this is SNR's build. The M4 is an AEG. It's not a DSG. It's it's like fast enough to compete for speed for an AEG, and that's not very upgraded. This is Nainoa's gun. A lot of things are going on with this gun. a lot of generations went into that gun. we got,
Look at me, yeah. Look at it, like, oh, dude.
We got a 2012 A-Case stubby stock, and that's how you know it's old. We got a Lancer tactical body.
I mean, like I said for the past 4 times, that's a big mango tree. Let me tell
Mango
you.
tree. Just gotta add some money on the mango tree.
But yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, hopefully, you know, like, just to all the new airsofters or starters that's coming out, you know, don't be afraid to like talk to any of us guys, because you know we're not gonna be shunning nobody out. We're just one big friendly group, you know, and we love to help. We love to give you tips and guidance and whatnot. And just like how my brother said earlier, you can go to the other teams if you wish, but you know, like I said, the options are available. We're all one connected big family that's not gonna jeopardize your guys' fun time, or you know, whatever you guys want to call it on the airsoft field, because we want to be able to help. Because if things keep breaking, you know, and we're there, we're gonna be able to help you to fix it.
Yeah.
Because you know, we don't want to leave you high and dry, and then next thing you know, you don't want to come back to the game. But you know, it's basically one big community that actually has a bigger family, you know, basically.
Yeah. Hey, that's how, man.
And like for all the upcoming members that do want to join Airsoft, you know,
And we're more than welcome to help you out.
yeah, like I said, I came onto the team not knowing anything. Like all I knew is how to shoot a gun. That's pretty much all I knew. You aim, shoot, you good.
Yeah.
Just remember, this is airsoft. You don't need to squeeze and then pull the trigger.
Don't act like a thing has recoil. Some people chicken winging on her.
No, but yeah, like if you ever do see any of us, you know, this is not even all our captains. You know what I mean? We have what?
like 2 or 3 more missing.
3 more. Yeah.
Yeah.
4. We have 4 more missing.
Oh yeah.
We have 4 missing.
It's our new captain here.
Yeah. Just got brought up today.
Youngest one too.
The youngest on the team in general.
Hey, but he got hard, man. I give him credit.
Yeah.
He got hard.
No, but yeah, if like you ever see us on like Dogs of War, HEP, and you say, oh, you know, something's wrong with my gun, you know, we'll take the time, you know. I don't know about, you know, you guys.
I'll take the time.
I'll take
I
the-
love doing that.
I have no knowledge. Don't go up to me.
Hey, no knowledge, bro.
Hey,
but you can always
I
ask.
know the people. That's all the knowledge. I
Yeah.
got.
We got 4 different generations right here on the table.
Well, and as I said before, that's a big mango tree, man. It's just getting bigger.
4 generations, bro. 4 generations. No, but yeah, like if you ever see any of us, you know, despite what SNR said, you know, he knows all of us. He, you know, it's as simple as like shooting us a
Simple
text.
question.
Yeah,
Simple
like,
question.
hey, something's wrong with this guy's gun, blah, blah, blah. How can you fix it or
Upgrade.
temporary?
Do you know anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
We have our
Yeah.
own tech shop page.
Yeah. Like,
We do builds. We can either fix it, upgrade it, or just, you know, if we have stuff that you need and you don't want us to build it, then by all means, send a text. And
Yeah.
I most likely have the part.
I mean, what, 6 containers? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got one, at least one part.
Come on, come on.
But if they don't have the part, then guess what happens?
E-power.
Christian got to get the invoice.
Now that's
No.
a long email.
No, but yeah, like for real, like when I started off with this gun, like I didn't have like it was a stock gun. It was like nothing was upgraded. Everything was just, you know, like here. Here you go. Here's your first gun. And you know, I bought it off of Luke for cheap, you know? Like I don't know anybody that would sell, you know, an airsoft gun, battery and everything for like what, 150 you said?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, like 150. You know, like these are guns are like worth like online they're like
300, I think.
300, 400 something dollars alone.
And then the battery is like another $30, $40.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not even including the charger and the
Yeah.
mags.
And the mags, yeah.
And if you want to throw some accessories on, like the suppressor over there.
Suppressor or the stock. No, but yeah, like I literally like, you know, this gun and all our guns actually has been through
Yeah.
through a lot.
Mine's went through like 10 different looks already.
Mine's went through dirt.
Mine's went through dirt and like paint coming off, man. Like, hey, we good. Like even with our face masks, you know, like you could tell, like
Oh, it's been through
we've
some
been through
TVs.
some things, bro. Like
You can just see the scratch marks on it.
scratch marks, like the paint's fading off.
Paint's fading off.
If-
That's where it comes into play. Never stop spending money for yourself. You want a new lens? Let's go on Amazon.
Amazon,
We
man.
gotta go for the cheap route sometimes because, you know, the wallet be going empty sometimes. Especially like Christian.
Oh, wait.
$300.
$300.
And like I said before, you know, I mean, like if I had my other dye mask, oh goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot of dye mask.
Oh, for those beginner guys, I wouldn't recommend the Dye 5s unless you're actually trying to get into the sport. You want to go more of your like beginner mask, you know. Make sure
mask.
that they're approved for lens protection.
Yeah.
Because you do not want to buy a cheap one and then next thing you know you get
You're
shot in the
in the
eye.
face. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's not a good thing. But if you guys do, you know, start to get involved with the sport and airsoft and stuff, we do suggest the Dye 5s or the i4 line, anything dye related. There's also anything that's a paintball mask and it has paintball mask, like the paintball description of everything and the breakdown of everything. That's how you know it's an official mask. That way the lens won't get cracked and there is safety with the mask that is
Yeah.
licensed. So the eye protection is a big play. I wouldn't suggest the mesh mask one, like the two-piece one, because I started off with that and the amount of times I got shot in my eye, or not even by my eyes, like right
Underneath.
here,
Right through the
or
mask.
something, because it's a two-piece mask. It's best to get a full face mask. But at your beginning airsoft time, you're gonna have a hard time to aim with a full face mask because you wouldn't be, you know, comfortable with it at first. You just kind of gotta build it. I
Gotta get
chose
used to it
the hard
fogging
way.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
I would suggest, you know, getting a mask like mine's, you know, beginner mask, you know, something that's not
And
expensive.
a cheap alternative.
Yeah, you know, so you can, you know, one, get comfortable with it. You don't want to just jump into like one of these three masks and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm a pro now. I got all these good looking masks, and then you go on the field and you're like, what am I looking at? Like, where is the guys at? You know what I mean? Like,
And you pretty much whatever setup and your loadout you're going with, you gotta feel comfortable with it no matter what. You do not want to buy, especially on your first day or your beginning stages of airsoft and getting into airsoft. You do not want to buy a Polar Star or a $400 gun. Just stick with the $100 to $200 range and get a nice cheap mask. That's lens protection. That has lens protection.
yeah, and you know, like we've been saying,
Yeah,
possibilities are
possibilities are
endless.
endless.
You know, like I'm not done fixing up this gun. You know, I'm gonna put more, you know, things into it.
I have the invoice.
Email.
And the only warning you need before buying a dye mask, you will be a main target. I
Yeah.
learned
Yeah.
that firsthand.
Yeah,
Your reflection.
There's a target. No. Yeah, no, you're a target.
No, just automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a dye. Shoot him.
Yeah.
Oh
he has his hand up. Shoot his hand.
I think when we went to HEP, I was shooting you a couple times.
Hey, but when you got your brothers on the field and you guys going up against each other, like a team
Oh,
versus
bro,
team, bro, it's fun.
It's fun because you're like, bro, let's go see who's.
Let's see
Let's see
who we
who.
can shoot at.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I like shooting now.
hey, man. Hey, I helped you out a couple times and you was on the ground.
What was on the ground? But hey, everybody got a different play style. SNR, you got that like quick movement.
Yeah, bro. Like
We have another team. No. We gotta give you that. But we have another teammate that looks exactly like him. His name is Blitz. Man, they both have the same play style. These two guys don't know. I know. Wait, I've seen it, but not fully.
Yeah.
But SNR and Blitz, man, they both look alike and play the same. So
on top of that, they sound alike too. Like,
they sound alike,
I
bro.
need to meet this man.
One day you will.
one day, bro. Maybe during a barbecue or something, you know.
Yeah. Possibilities are endless.
Possibilities are endless, my friends.
And even Christian, he's the number one dude that I'll forever know in the history of Airsoft. To spam the gun so much. All you think is a trigger. That's all you see.
Well, not only
shooting at a person either. It's just
Shooting at the bunker.
shooting to shoot.
well, for me, like I said, like my play style, it just comes and goes. Cause like first I just run, I rush. The next thing I know, I pop up barrier to barrier, and then when before the game is over, I'm just like, huh? Let me see what this does.
If you guys got a full auto feature on your Polar Star,
Take it off.
just no. It's a good time. It's a good time while you're bzzz.
Yeah, it sounds just like a taser, man. Like
But yeah,
TSD.
Yeah, I got you.
but now,
Similar.
yeah. But on a serious note, like for me though, like I just Luke knows the last time he looked at me, he was like, "What are you doing?" I says, "Aiming at the ground." He goes, "Why?" Burp. I was like, yeah. I just wanted to test it real quick.
Yeah.
$40.
Yeah, man. Not even 40. How much is in a PTS EPM? 250, right?
Yeah, $250.
$300.
Oh my god.
No, but yeah, that's what I also mean. Like, we're not so serious about airsoft. Like, yeah, you see us joking around.
There's our moments.
Yeah, like sometimes
We're on the
we're
field.
yeah.
When we're on the field and it's time to be focused.
We're
competitive, we
very
take it
locked
serious.
in.
Yeah.
But like when we're like even like when we're just out on the field.
Still trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
It's Airsoft.
Yeah,
It's a sport, but it's also a hobby.
And a friendly community. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
speak on that. We are all friendly. So if there's no such thing as a bad player. The only thing that would make you a bad player is just
Having malicious intent.
yeah. So this one time there was this guy with like this MP7. He just goes full auto on everybody and just doesn't stop. And then when it happened to like one of us, me, Luke, I think Nye was there, and then a couple of IMC members.
Oh, yeah,
We all got sprayed in the
oh.
face,
Yeah, I remember.
straight directly. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
whoa, what the hell? Well,
Yeah.
my bad. But they all got up, confronted a player, and then he got kicked off. Because the last thing we need is just a toxic player ruining it for everybody.
Ruining it for
Yeah, and
everybody
that's-
and actually getting somebody hurt. Because
Yeah, 'cause-
that plays a big factor.
Yeah,
Anybody
yeah,
getting
especially
hurt
these
and
little
having
kids
malicious
playing.
intent. Yes,
Yeah.
even kids. You do
Yeah,
have to take a
'cause
kid that is
there
not even
kids-
cool.
I mean, yeah, there is kids that do play. Like there is a couple there's kids on Killer Watts that are like young enough to be like
Yeah,
Like our kids.
there's two very young kids that are like very young,
yeah.
that could get hurt possibly by any type of player. It don't even matter what type of gun. It just there's a lot of players that are bad, but it doesn't make them a bad player. It's just having bad decisions.
Yeah, it's bad intentions when you go on the field. And like again, bro, don't ever go on the field, looking to start something with any of the team members.
If you want respect, you give respect,
You
and
give
respect will be back.
yeah,
Yeah, and
give
that's
respect, you earn respect. In other words,
yeah, and that's my thing is that like, dude, like with full autoing people, that's a big no in my book. Because honestly, like I just said earlier, that's like for me, I would do it, but I'd shoot it on the other field. You know how like if we're on Shanty and I just face grasslands, and in grasslands there's nobody there, so I just test the full auto.
Who doesn't want to show off the full auto? Everybody looks at you and
Like-
thinks like, "Oh, you're cool, bro."
Yeah, and that's
where did you get that kind of gun?
But yeah, and that's another thing I just wanted to say to new players and even like players who know, like for new players, please, like when you guys are doing safety brief, must follow the rules.
Follow the rules and please pay attention because
Yeah.
it's not only your safety, it's other people's safety too.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, if you do end up breaking the rules,
There is consequences.
yeah, it's not like, okay, don't do that again. No, it's gonna be like, okay, you're done for the day.
You're done for the day, or you're gonna sit out, or
Yeah.
you pause. Everybody, how dogs runs it. If there's something that happens and somebody gets hurt, or there's people that are shooting hot, then they find the person that's shooting hot, and they don't own up to it. They usually shut down games for like a couple hours because it pretty much affects everybody.
Yeah.
If somebody messes up, other people, have to be dragged into that person messing up.
Yeah, because you remember the last time we went out, I had that nasty bruise because of that. Yeah, now that was because somebody was shooting hot. you
Yeah.
know? Oh, I think we should, brief that term, shooting hot.
Oh,
Little bit.
shooting hot basically means it's like above the FPS limit. I think dogs for anything, it's like anything above 400 is too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like there'll be some players and there'll be players that are shooting under the limit but feel like they're shooting hot. But that's just probably because they're either close or you got shot in a sensitive spot or where you don't have any protection. So sometimes it gets in a heated moment when you feel that type of, that pain and stuff. But you kind of gotta.
It's what you signed up for.
Yeah, it's what you
Yeah.
signed up for. It's what
Yeah.
you paid for. You get shot. There's their moments, but
Yeah.
hey, you paid to get shot.
Yeah, no, like I tell people, like when people ask me, "Oh, how's airsoft?" I say, "It hurts." You know what I mean? Like
It
it's-
hurts.
It's not gonna hurt forever.
Yeah, it's like
It's a little ant bite.
yes, it's like for like a couple seconds. But like, I mean, if you wanted to get into it, you're gonna have to learn how to take the pain.
Be prepared to get shot at by
Yeah.
like a whole mag, especially Christian with the whole mag.
Oh, whoa. I don't mag them. No. Like for me, like I said, like me, I would never do that because that's a big no-no.
Oh no, not full auto mag. I'm talking about you spamming the trigger.
Oh, just spamming. Yeah, well, spamming the trigger is because only to cover people. And the one thing I get frustrated with is all the time, I keep telling them, when I spam the trigger, please, by all means, run.
Yeah, run away.
No, the one that really is what really frustrates a lot out of us is if we're covering fire for you, do not run in front of our bullets.
Yeah.
You know how many times that's happened to me before?
Dude,
And I'm
I've
like,
shot Nye in the back of his head multiple times.
once you shot.
For real?
Yeah, you shot KTK multiple.
Oh yeah. Hey, shout out to you, KTK.
We
For
love you, bro.
taking those shots. I think that might have been a half magnum.
Yeah, like I said, every time I tell either our team members or some people who's just
Randoms.
randoms and stuff, I tell them, okay, when I cover fire, run so you can and next thing you know, I'm like, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And next thing I know, I'm like, what are you guys doing? I turn around.
They're still behind the barrier like this.
Hey, that's why if you hear me on the field and I scream loud and I'm saying lane, that means move and I'm covering you. Don't just stay in that same spot.
And you know what's so funny? That's actually a gaming term that me and Luke use.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of gaming. Actually, playing games, any like Call of Duty or any shooting game, really can help you in the SpeedQB airsoft type
Siege.
of.
Prestige.
nah, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. At least you have more callouts, and it's not the siege
The
where
little. Well, I mean, that kind of helps for airsoft too, yeah, because you
for
gotta.
the snapshots.
Yeah.
But not like SNR. He does the whole bob and weave thing.
The best at it. No, I know who I learned from.
Only SNR and Blitz, man. There's only two people that can outsnap me. I trip.
Then that's where I'm gonna say this is that whenever I cover fire and I spam that trigger, true story was had me, my cousin, and I had our friend Ikaika and 2 military guys and their other halves, right? I said, okay, I'm gonna reload on a count of 3. I want you guys to book it and get them out while I'm covering you guys. They said, okay. I said, and this is when I first got this is when I got my second Polar Star, my build right now. I told them, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm spamming that trigger to cover fire. I'm like, go, go, go. What is wrong with you? And as I looked down,
They're still there.
this is all I saw was 6 of them doing this.
Yo.
And I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm like, run! Don't stare at me, run!
I know it's cool, but run.
Yeah, next thing you know, like by my last mag, that's when they decided, oh, we were supposed to run.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like
To
this.
the point where I'm gonna just shoot you already.
He's like, just shoot you, team kill you, so the team can kill me, and then we can get off.
Yeah.
We can reload everything, dude.
Sometimes it's a stress. It's like it's very stressful. Like your teammate's not moving up.
Hey, that's not always me, bro.
I'm getting shot at. From where? I'm getting shot at.
Will.
Yeah. Bro, we getting shot from the same area.
You sure?
All you see is like 4 different guys shooting at you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
There's a lot of moments that's funny when we're playing.
Yeah, I
like
know.
the moment that we're talking about right now, or we're trying to figure out who's gonna push.
Yeah, who's gonna push and
and
who's
then
gonna
boom,
lane?
there's like 5 dudes running at us.
Instead-
5 polar stars. And it's over.
Instead, what do you get? They don't know the plan. Guess what? Okay, we'll push together and shoot at the same time.
No, but like,
Ends up shooting each other.
It's just like this. Luke, I'm sorry, my brother. Just shoot each other.
Why you gotta shoot me for?
Why you gotta shoot me for? No, but yeah, like, like I say, not everything we talk about is all airsoft, Yeah, there is nights that me and Luke and all the other captains just jump on video games and be like, yeah, I mean, yeah,
we all. This isn't okay. Wait, yeah, I forgot to explain this too. Team Westside isn't an only Westside based team. There's a lot of people that are on the team are based out of everywhere.
Yeah,
We have one dude that lives in North Shore. I forget his name already.
Kainalu?
Yeah. Down. He lives in North Shore, and everybody is scattered all over the place. So the times that we can't really do any team bonding in person, our team bonding is straight to games.
Yeah,
We all pretty much play games. I don't know about us in there.
I'm in the same generation as you.
Not really. You're too young. Too young.
You know that mango tree is getting bigger, you guys.
No,
SNR's mango tree is still small.
What do
No
you
way, you're
mean by
growing.
that?
You're growing, man.
growing, bro. I remember when we pulled up to HEP, and we was finding our waiver form, and me and Luke looked over and we saw the year he was born, and we looked at each other like, oh, bro, he just made me feel old.
No, bro.
Again, right to me, that mango tree is getting bigger. You guys are just watering it with some more.
Oh, age hit different now, man. I'm not even old, but 18, bro. Nah.
We're working too much jobs, man.
Working too
We
much
feel
jobs.
like we old.
It's not good.
Stay young, kids. Stay young.
And, hey,
Stay in high school.
stay in high school. Stay in high school. Graduate. If you want to go to college, go college.
Stay in school.
Yeah. Hey, live the young life.
Yeah.
Don't grow up too fast.
Yeah.
You grow up too fast.
You gonna miss.
You got bills and taxes to pay.
You end
You got
up
a lot of
like
things waiting for you.
you end up like Christian over here.
Going in debt.
No debt.
Yeah, don't go in debt.
No, but yeah, like, there's nights where like, we can't do team bonding because,
We're all busy or working.
Yeah.
That voice cracked.
Christian lives Ever Beach, Kapolei, Waianae, and I live all the way in Mililani. But you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, we make it work.
we try to make everything work. Just playing video games.
Or just even talking store and
Yeah.
catching up on each other's day and how we been. Even though we pretty much all talk to each other every single day. It's that type of bond.
Yeah. Or like, even if we don't talk to each other for like months,
That bond will still be there.
when we meet up, it's like we never did skip that whole month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Christian can relate.
Hey.
And even me and him, but I haven't seen him on the airsoft field in like a year until you started joining the team and started coming back home.
I left the first time I left, I was, like I said, I was 14, but Kapolei Airsoft was closing, and I had to focus on high school. And then when I came back when I was 18, that's when speaking of which, OPAC was me and Carlos's other brother, Tyler. His family run OPAC before.
Villanos?
No. His name was Tyler.
No. Tyler Galeno. Is his last name?
Last name was Coleman.
Oh, never mind. Bro, I thought you want to talk about a OG Team Westside player, man.
No.
Got fucked up, bro.
No, but like I said earlier, my Uncle Mark, they were helping out with Kapolei Airsoft. They closed, and then when OPAC opened, I started up again when I was 18. Was already making my own money so I could buy my own stuff. And then by the time that happened, I left again when I was 20, took care of my stuff. And then about 5 years later, came back. And then technically this is a break. That was a break. That 7 months I was gone, that was a break.
No, but yeah, like the last time we seen SNR, was what, HEP? And that was like the beginning of this year.
This youngin got school. Hey, we all been in that area.
We've been in the area. We couldn't really do a lot.
Because we were in school. I'm glad I graduated, but I missed school though.
Yeah. And it's like, so most times you don't even miss school. It's just you miss seeing all your friends in school.
Doing what you did in school.
Yeah.
You miss getting out of the house.
Yeah. And
only time we get out of the house is work.
Yeah. No. And not paying any bills. Stay youngest.
Once you start paying rent, man, it's over.
You locked in. You're already like, you signing your life away, bro.
Easy, $500.
500, man. That's a whole lot of $1,000.
We only paying for rent, not electric and water.
Oh, I haven't added on to that then. No, but yeah, like, you know what I mean? Not a lot of us get to see each other, but, you know, when, you know, we do something small like this, you know, because, like, we were only allowed, what, 4 guys in the area?
Yeah.
The podcast?
Yeah.
But I did text, you know, I do try to text a lot of information to our team's group chat. So I said, hey, you know, if you guys want to do anything, our podcast should end around 3, 4 o'clock. We go, you know, just cruise.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, this experience, let alone, is a blessing. You know, it helps our team, helps the community, and the teams that we mentioned, it helps them too. It's not just only us. Well, it's for everybody. It's the community.
It's not even just for the airsoft community. It's for like the people that do want to join. You know, they're going to be looking into this and be like, oh, okay, these guys, you know, they're making the sport sound fun. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and it is fun.
It is fun.
It's fun.
It's fun sometimes. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it has it kind of like, yeah, I'm done for the day.
Yeah. You can be playing for an hour and like, my back's sore. I got to go home, guys. Wait, no more ride.
No more ride, but I gotta wait till Christian is done with his round. No, but yeah, like, you know what I mean? They're not gonna just look at this and be like, oh, okay. And, you know, they're gonna look at it and be like, oh, okay, these guys made it sound like, you know, it's fun. It's, you know, something that, you know, and, you know, something that they would want to do, you know. Like I brought, SNR's met my dad, Lucas met my dad. That day that we went, the day that we went to HEP, you know, my dad did
He was very open. He was very open.
Yeah.
Shout out to his dad. Shout out to my dad. My dad is bomb.
No, but the thing is, my dad did airsoft, but he didn't use any of these guys.
He just went straight out there naked. Just a shirt and pants. Rock the gun. He went out there balling.
No, but yeah, like, you know, my dad treated, you know, SNR and Luke with, you know,
like
utmost respect.
Yeah.
You know, like the thing about, you know, a lot of my family members, you know, when we do end up having, you know, something small, you know, they're going to treat all my friends, you know, with utmost respect, no matter how long we've known each other. Like, I've only known Luke for, this month actually makes a year.
Oh, real? Really?
Yeah, dude, like, in like, what, 3 days or so?
Well, we got to go do an anniversary.
I mean, you got one more coming up.
No, but yeah, like, me and Luke's only known each other for that long. But, like, people act, like, when me and him talk to each other, people are like, how long have you guys known each other? Oh, like, only a couple months.
Yeah.
And, like, the other captain, Kainoa, but he goes by KTK. I've known him from a long time.
Yeah, I know him. That's like my childhood best friend, man. We've been through a lot together.
Been through it all.
Been through it all.
I mean, shoot, like I told you guys, like I was telling Carlos, you know, I says, yeah, I'm the other brother that you guys don't talk about. No, and yeah, Carlos, he just laughs and he's just like, wow. No. He's
like on top of everything, you know what I mean? Like a lot of our captains, you know, yeah, they do have roles, you know, But the thing is, even if they don't, fulfill their roles, that's why there's me and Luke. Fundraising, we have a captain for that. But the captain, isn't really available. So me and Luke jump in. Even on our way here, we was doing, fundraising ideas. We're brainstorming ideas just for...
Airsoft is 24/7 for us.
Yeah.
If we have the time.
Yeah. Bro, we work so much, man. Like I tell all the young kids, bro, like, I started working...
Get your sleep, young kids. Get your sleep. If you're going to make a team, just be prepared to not have any sleep, especially this week.
Yeah. No, but like I was telling everybody, like, I started working in high school. So I was 16 and a half, going to school and going to work. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, I advise you guys.
If you want to get a job, get a job.
Yeah.
But just be prepared for
because
the job.
You are not... One, you're not going to have, a lot of free time. A lot of it's going to be coming home from work or coming home from school, going to work.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Maybe even on the weekends.
Yeah.
Those days are gone if you're off on the weekends.
Yeah. So
school is just like a job.
Yeah.
Get good grades. Mommy and daddy proud of you.
There's no promotion.
There's no promotion.
There's no promotion. Your
only promotion you get is like
growing up a grade.
No.
Get all A's. There's no prize. It's just you should be getting that.
No, there is prize. There's a gold star. You never had that from the prize box.
Oh, bro, I'm bringing back memories from like elementary, bro.
That's nostalgic stuff, bro.
Don't you guys even dare.
How many generations ago was that?
Oh, you And as I said, you guys are just throwing that rich sawdust there.
Yeah, isn't he like 26? So like 26 closing to 30, man.
Stay young, boys. Stay young.
Pretty soon I'm gonna be 50.
Man, we feel like we're 50 already.
Yeah.
All the running around we doing, bro. We feel like we're 50. Anybody want to add anything before our Q&A?
No, not really.
Anything, Christian?
Like I said, my shout out list was first and foremost, big thanks to Carlos for being there for me all those years. Clint along too, because I met him my 10th grade year along with Dylan. And then also big shout out to Crispy and Twisty. Technically, you guys know my uncle, and my uncle knows you guys very well. Along with IMC for not only coming out that one day, or a couple of days actually, to come on and play and invite me to play Speed. Appreciate it much. Shout out to E-Power Sports. Thank you for the business for, 8-9 years that I've been coming there. And thank you for supplying my uncle them and giving them the best. One other shout out is Power Edge, Mr. Peter Dow. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much.
First generation.
Thank you, Mr. Peter Dow, for also helping my cousin them along the way. And my last shout out is to my Uncle Edwin, my Uncle Al, my dad, my Uncle Mikey, my Uncle Rafi, and my Uncle Mark for helping me get into Airsoft. And thank you to all my friends and family members who used to work and still currently working at Razors Sports as well. You guys also helped me out with a lot of Airsoft stuff too over the years. So thank you.
Oh yeah. So now that I have like my mind like all together and that it's not blurry from like the beginning. So Gavin, he's the guy that gave me my first gun really. He gave me a 1911. It was a gold spray painted 1911.
What?
Wait. Now that goes
like,
down generations.
That's a generation gun.
Gavin is a real dog.
Where's that gun now to this day? Somewhere.
Yeah, you ain't finding out. You ain't touching that gun.
You ain't taking that gun.
We're gonna have to go drop him off after this.
And then Bubs and I forgot his brother's name, but those
Keone and Bryson.
Yes.
Yeah, the OG.
Those two brought me in with like their team. They brought me in for like their practices, and then DJ, aka Monster, he's the guy that taught me like most of the tricks with his AR, the snaps, the peaks, where to locate the guy. Thank you so much for you guys. You guys really made like the best of this.
Shout out to all my. No, that's all. Gotta get some artists. But yeah, back to it. Shout out to all my friends and family. They're a really big part of my life. Shout out to all my boys on the team. Shout out to all the teams out there too. And really big thanks and a shout out to Hawaii Real Studios for that. And playing a big role in the Airsoft community.
Again, thank all you guys. Thank Hawaii Real Studios. I do thank, Team Westside in general, for taking me in, knowing that I have no knowledge about this except hold the gun, aim, shoot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I want to thank my family, for picking me up when I wasn't at my best, and doing airsoft is like a
escape from life.
Even gaming with like my captains or even some of my members was an escape.
Cherishable moments, man.
Yeah, cherishable, but sometimes very frustrating moments.
Very frustrating moments.
Yeah, I want to thank all you guys,
Yeah.
And if anybody ever wants to join, or looking for some, a team that is willing to, help you guys out, our arms are always open, to bring you guys in.
Anybody else getting anything to add on to that?
Nope.
All right. So, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you guys.
Team Westside out.
Hello, you guys.